Tonia Reeves, Australia's Cowgirl medium, coming at you from hometown here in Sunday Creek today. And I'm excited. My deck of cards have finally landed here in Oz, and they are in customs at the moment. So we've just got to get, the COVID sort out, and then I will have them in my hot little hands to be able to distribute to all those that have pre-ordered them. And for those of you in America and Canada, you can order yours through animaldreaming.com. And we've had a great response. I'm really excited. So these cards are my cards that I created. They have my artwork. They have messages from spirit that I've collected over the years with my readings. I'm going to use them today for my caller because, they're great, and they certainly allow you to tune in easily, and that's the idea of them. They're mediumship cards. So they initially were designed for those that are struggling with grief and loss. So, you might have lost a family member and you're just struggling to feel them around you or get, messages from them. So these cards, they come with 10 main cards, and the main cards are like mum, dad, we've got grandma, grandfather, son, daughter, soulmate partner, pets even I included because, of course, I'm an animal. Animals are big for me, and I know when we lose an animal, it's like a family member. They play a vital role in our lives, and they could not be forgotten in this deck. So they're also included. With the cards, there's 55 main cards, as I've just described. 55. There's 10 main cards. There's 55 cards altogether. 10 of them are your main cards. So they are your loved ones in spirit that you might directly want to connect with, and you can pull out one of the main cards. Say, for instance, Dad might have passed away, so you'll choose a father card, then you'll shuffle the other cards, and the messages will come up from Dad. And there's so much power with the cards. I've been utilising them now for a while, and I'm just really excited to get them out and to really create a space for people to know that your loved ones in spirit are around you, and they're always guiding you and looking out for you. So, my main goal with these cards is that you are able to connect with the messages and really give you that sense of peace, through what is often, it's you can't explain, losing family members and loved ones. And, as many of you know, it happens to us all. So the card deck here is to help with that. And I really, the whole, my whole mantra with these cards was basically to give people, that feeling of peace, that sense of, your loved ones are around, and to really be of service to you. So know that they are there to help you. And if you feel drawn, jump on and order some. I'd love to. I just can't wait to see people using them throughout the world. So that's my goal. Okay, I'm going on to my caller now. I've got Lindy from Melbourne in Australia, Victoria. Lindy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
That's good. I can hear you good. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Cool. Who would believe that I've connected with somebody that's I'm about 70 k's north of Melbourne, so we're not far away.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I thought you might be over the other side of the world.
I know. It's pretty amazing when, we often get surprises when it's similar, accents compared to, normally probably 90% are Canadian and Americans. And when I get an Aussie, I'm like, wow, that's a real, and a bit like you're expecting to hear this accent, and here we are in Aussie. I love it.
Exactly, yeah.
So thank you for that is cool. Always meant to be. Thank you for calling in, Lindy. I'm using my cards to give some extra messages to today for you. So these are being released at the end of the month. So I've designed them myself, but I just love using them. So it's a way of showing people how they work as well. First of all, I want to say that the first card I got for you was pets. So this one's an interesting one because it's a card with your pets So this is around animals
pets.
coming through with
Yeah.
messages. So to me, animals are important to you, but also I feel like there's a couple in the spirit world that are coming through with that message. So usually, those that have passed on. Have you had an animal like over the last couple of years pass away? Because I feel like that message is from one that hasn't been over there for that long.
Oh, no, not recently. No, not one that's passed away recently.
Okay.
I have one
So
over
is
there,
there
but that was a long time ago. Like maybe 11 years ago.
Oh, wow. So that is a while ago. I felt like I had a dog and I'm like,
I
didn't feel like it was that long ago. Maybe it's in connection to somebody around you. I do also feel like I've got a father figure in the spirit world for you. There's a male stepping in. So it's almost like, when they come in, it's just sharing with you who's giving me the information. It's like he's showing me there's changes and things coming up for you that are really stepping you out of your comfort zone. And I feel like maybe you've already started this journey, because it's like they're showing me there's a little bit of uncertainty, or like it's almost like you've got a couple of options that you're weighing up, and there's one that sort of excites you, or we have that little bit of fear around it, but it's almost like they're showing me that to say it's going to be okay. Does that make sense?
okay. Yeah. It's not my father, though. No. My father's still alive.
Well, all right. So on Dad's side, say Dad's father. So if we're looking at, because definitely it was a fatherly connection, but I feel like he would have been somebody that connected with you, during life. So not necessarily past before you came along, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. There is someone really close to me, a male who passed away. I don't know whether that's who you've got.
Well, I'll get a little bit more info from him. I enjoyed life a lot, is what I feel like. I do feel like his passing was fairly almost like sudden, or there's an unexpected aspect to it, is what he's showing me. And like there's what he's bringing through, like, damn, I didn't quite get to do everything. So that to me usually represents,
absolutely.
being cut short. Yeah. He's definitely around you, though, and I do feel like there's, because he has that sense of humour, it's almost like things that are funny that would give him pleasure in giving you messages. So it's like things that might frustrate you, it's like he's laughing up there. So I do want to say, like, I almost feel like, I don't know whether the pictures at frames are moved, oddly, or it's like there's things that are happening around you that he gets entertainment from. So that they're things that would annoy you, I would imagine. It's just the way that he's laughing. So just know that message is him coming through for you. Also with the card messages, I realised the lessons I learned in life were for my own benefit. So this, I feel like, the fact that he's come through, it's like there's been realisation since he's passed. So it's almost like just showing you maybe he was very passionate about things here in life, and he's a bit more open now in the spirit world, is what I feel like with that. And there's also the other card was that I now get it. So I do feel like that's an acknowledgement since passing, that I understand things now from the spirit world that maybe I didn't fully understand here in life, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But there's definitely guidance for you. So does it make sense what I mentioned earlier with there's changes happening, so you're making decisions right now?
Yeah, I'm going to do something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, I love that. So it's like he's up there going, do it. And it's almost like stop, and I know we all do this, but it's like stop, don't let that voice in your head that's telling you, oh, my God, what if this happens and that happens? Just shut that down and go, you know what? I do want to say what he's showing me is you were born to do this. So don't let that, that little monkey brain that tells us that we can't, don't give it any thought, is basically what I want to say with that. There's almost like a bit of meditation around that too, because I feel like your mind, like there's a lot of stuff going on up here. So I need to be grounded. And I do feel like with you, with that, there's you've learned there's a few things that you've shifted and changed over the last 5 years, and it's like that's now bringing you, it's almost helping you along the way. So it's like he's referencing you've made some changes that is in preparation for this, and it's almost like you would look back at them and go, oh my God, it's almost like you knew you were going to be doing this because you put things in place.
Okay. All
right.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I feel like that might be your inner healing as well. Like something that's come about, that you've had realizations and gone, this is what I'm doing now. And I do feel like you've let go of those that maybe were dragging you down or were a little bit of a burden. So it's like, it's time to be able to fully step into this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's exciting. I'm excited. And I do also see some travel around for you as well.
Well, that's what it is. It's travel.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm excited. Yeah. And are you throwing caution to the wind
I have to give up some things, sort of thing, like work and things. So it's sort of like not as easy as it sounds. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But, please know with what they're showing me is it will be okay. And I feel like deep down you know that, but it's just like, I have to share that with you. So it's throwing caution to the wind, but it's not for no reason. And there's an amazing adventure coming up. So it's like I feel like there's 2 years of this, really getting your teeth into things, and it's going to be fun, and there's a lot of spiritual aspects to it as well. I just want to say before I get cut off because I'm running out of time, but I'm excited for you, Lindy. Let go of what isn't needed and seriously step forward. You won't look back.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm excited. All right. Trust the process. You've got this. Bye for now. Thank you so much for connecting. Tonia Reeves, Australia's Cowgirl Medium, signing off for you. Woohoo!